And I am back live. And I am back. I downgraded my quality of the video to try to make it stream better, if it is streaming. And I hope it is streaming. I'm going to check out and see if I can get a feed so I can share it to let everybody know that I am protesting the protests. And as I have said, I am more situated for the radio than I am whatever they call this, live TV, whatever. And I'm probably doing a horrible job. I'm going to pull this up just to see how it's working. And it's working fine. Now I'm going to get the link and share it on my Twitter. So here we go. As I said, I've downgraded the quality so it will actually hold up, because it would not hold up there for a little bit. But this is the APS Show live for Saturday, June 30th, 2018. And the left wants to abolish ICE. The right wants to abolish the FBI. The libertarian inside me is so excited. Abolish ICE, abolish FBI. What would you abolish? CIA. I would abolish the CIA. That was from Rob Dew, by the way. He's on his Twitter feed. And here we go. I'm going to share this link. And let's add some hashtags here. I'll put InfoWars in my hashtag because I usually cover their news. Indeed, I will probably be covering their news this morning. So here we go. Let's put POTUS in there. Illegal immigration. And I'm getting a silent moment here. Let's put ICE. And immigration protest. That hashtag actually don't exist. Well, let's put immigration 2018. And here we go. And I have shared my link live, that I am live. Let's share the link again. But I am live on YouTube. Here we go. Because it don't show any pictures or anything. As I'm saying, here in about 30 minutes, more, a little over 30 minutes, there is a local protest here in Dalton, Georgia. I've heard there's one in Atlanta, too. I'm going to look that up. Indeed, I'm going to do a search on immigration protest. And I'm on my phone here. Immigration protest 2018. And CNN, 1 hour ago. And they're doing it here in Dalton, too. That's one of the reasons why I went live. See, I want my voice in here too. Because they're good at telling us that we have to bend to their. But what about America? What about Americans? What about those who lose their jobs? What about those who get their identities stolen? Oh, yes, so there's protests going on today. Protests march against Trump's immigration policy by Meg Wagner and Veronica Rocha, CNN, updated 5 minutes ago. What we're covering here, what's happening. Demonstrators are expected to gather in cities across the country to protest Trump's immigration policies. What they want. What they want. Protesters say they have three main demands: for separated migrated families to be reunited, the government to end family detention, and the Trump administration to end zero tolerance. Where are the kids? Thousands of children remain separated from their parents despite a judge's order that they must be reunited with 14 to 30 days. Now, this is the Atlanta scene right now. Protesters are marching in Atlanta, Georgia right now against the Trump administration's immigration policies. They're planning in Dalton here too. Atlanta is among a growing list of cities that will see protests today. Here, say look at where the marches and demonstrations are happening. Protests in New York. Cities plan to march over the Brooklyn Bridge. The rally in New York City just started. Protesters gathered in Manhattan around 10 a.m. CNN Polo Sandinovo reports. They plan to march over the Brooklyn Bridge and then hold a rally in Brooklyn. In New York City, protesters plan to march for Manhattan over the Brooklyn Bridge. She's marching today to make America the country her parents dreamed of. But what about making America great again for the American people? Who cares about whether she gets her dream or not? What about the American people's dream? What about my right to have America? This is the United States of America. And if you want to come here, if you don't come here the right way, you are not an immigrant. You are an illegal immigrant. Yes? I'm not sure how long I will last here because this is breaking up. I have very poor internet here, especially in this brick house. So all I'm going to say is, if you want to come here the right way. And like I've said, I'm very bad at video. I'm better a voice on the radio or a voice on a podcast. But I just had to do something. I mean, I'm sick to death of this BS. I'm going to try to refrain from talking ugly. I'm going to even try not to call the names today. Because they're the ones that's nasty. They're the ones that's lost. And sometimes I act like I'm the loser. But I won. I won big when Trump won. Because everything that I have talked about for years in blogs and posts and online has finally come to light. I'm seeing immigration be enforced for the first time in my life. I see a president working for the American people for the first time in my life. And I am proud to be an American again. Well, I'm proud to be an American. Well, at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the man who died, who gave that right to me. And I proudly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. I should also sing, I won't back down, but I won't, because I do that all the time. I won't back down. It used to be, like if I wrote about something, it used to be how I'd end my letters. I'm going to read some more from this CNN piece here, the CNN hit piece on America. K9 Janine Perez, Senior Advisor of National Spokeswoman for Move On 1. of the coalition of organizers supporting today's march came to the U.S. when she was just a toddler. In a CNN op-ed, she described why she's marching today. Saturday, I will be walking at one of the hundreds of marches planned across the country, and I will keep walking until America becomes the country my parents dreamed of, she wrote. What about our America? What about coming here legally? What about all the ones who have come here legally, who didn't break the rules, and you think you should just get a free pass? Well, I say hell no, as Stone Cold used to say. I say hell no, hell yeah, hell no, and hell yeah, we're going to stand up against you. So, I don't know if anybody's even joining me for this, but either way, it'll be up on YouTube. Probably not, because Facebook, Twitter, MySpace shadow bans people. But I will share it on my podcast, and I will share it on the feeds later on. I'll share it on my podcast if I have to. So yes, I am basically sucking at this, like I thought I would. That's why I'm better off taped and not live. But I had to do something, whether anybody's paying attention or not. I couldn't just sit back and let them protest in my town without voicing my opinion. We have to do something. We'll go to Infowars.com and cover some Infowars.com news since I am here live on YouTube. Might have got a little more coverage if I had put it on my other channel, but I decided to use the APS Show. Let me get in the camera here. I'm out of the camera. Problem with these laptops like this, the camera is at the side, and it makes it very hard to stay in its view. Dunes calls on 17 deep state operatives to testify on government spying for the sake of transparency and to keep the American people as fully informed as possible. See Dinesh D'Souza's first trailer for Death of a Nation. Can we save America? I'm starting to wonder about that. But I'm still going to keep trying. Revealed, cops stood down in Vegas shooting. New footage shows police wait for nearly 5 minutes while shots ring out. What about that? Could we talk about Operation #Staged Event so we can continue to destroy America? They destroy America with borders by eroding our borders and allowing illegal aliens here. Here is John Legend video. John Legend cusses out Sarah Sanders. Reminds me of Elfin Kids. Then we'll talk about Sarah Sanders' Elfin Dinner. New videos show Nancy Pelosi struggling to speak. Asked reporter to reboot question. Michael Moore admits he cries every day over Trump. Liberal tears never tasted so good. Criminal charges against migrant rescue NGOs report. Ships facilitating illegal immigration, says officials. The ultimate Trump insults and comebacks compilation of 2018 edition. Watch the best clips of President Trump slamming the establishment hacks. Video. Mob of reporters angry yell at Trump about Mary Lynn shooting. Why are you walking away? Watch live. Radical leftists blame conservatives and Trump for Gazette shooter. Liberal media quick to attack Trump about latest shooting. You know, I hadn't even had time to talk about that piece of trash. You know, he's going to make it hard on everybody. He's going to make it hard to even speak out against everything because they're going to label you as a radical. Anti-corruption watchdogs wonder, who is funding Mexico's presidential candidates? The top three contenders report O, direct private contribution. Report 0, direct private contributions. And I am going to, since we are talking about illegal immigration and possibly what's going to be controlling Mexico here, I'm going to read this article. Anti-corruption watchdogs wonder who is funding Mexico's presidential candidates. Top three contenders reports 0 direct private contributions. And it's June 29, 2018, and it was CNBC that reported. Mexico's three leading presidential candidates have not declared a single peso in direct private financial contributions to their election campaigns. Federal records show, raising concerns from corruption watchdogs about the potential influence of dark money in the provincial contest. Candidates from Mexico's three main political parties said that they have recalled almost exclusively on money from their parties, which is overwhelmingly public, to the bankroll their campaigns a total of more than 634 million pesos. That's 24.5 million and whatever that is. Sorry. That is according to the most recent declarations that they have filed with the National Electoral Institute, known as the INE. So it appears that corruption, as always, is going on in Mexico about their elections. So here we go. Here's another story that I'm going to read. Border Patrol agent. Trump's wall, best way to end crisis on border. If we build it, they won't come. Fox News, June 29, 2018. If Democrats and their media elite truly cared about the safety of illegal immigrants, they'd be down on the border right now, working to build the wall that President Trump wants America to have. As a veteran Border Patrol agent, I know firsthand that a secure border with the big beautiful wall, with the big beautiful wall the president is building, is the only humane and permanent solution to the crisis at the border. Despite Democratic obstruction, President Trump is building the wall now, and he will play hardball with Congress to ensure that the necessary funding to complete the wall is secured. Without a completed wall, thousands of illegal immigrants will continue to put their lives at risk. And that is very true there. That is very, very true. Plus, they're sending their children. They're sending their children across the border to be in danger. Many are without parents. Some of them, their parents have been murdered. So here's another story that I'm going to cover. Fake news Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez spreads hoax stats on U.S. mass shootings. The heinous attack on Capitol Gazette headquarters in Annapolis was a mass shooting, but it was simply nowhere near close to the 195th such shooting this year. Breitbart, June 29, 2018. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, candidate for the U.S. Congress, D. New York, reacted to the lives lost in the Annapolis by claiming the attack marked the 195th mass shooting this year. She shocked the nation with a primary victory over Republican Joe Crowley, Democrat North New York 14, on June 26, and is now spreading the stats on mass shootings that they are exponentially higher than actual shooting figures support. Ocasio-Cortez tweeted, "Horrifying. This is our nation's 195th mass shooting this year." The New York Times. Gunshots were fired at the Capitol Gazette, a newspaper in Annapolis, according to a police spokesman and multiple journalists inside the newsroom. So Ocasio-Cortez is claiming 195 mass shootings in the first 6 months of this year. And if the same kind of math applies to the next 6 months, that will mean a claim that 390 mass shootings for the year. The left made similar claims in 2015, suggesting 355 mass shootings for that year. The figure was so far removed from the reality of that Mother Jones editor Mark Foreman stepped in to correct the record. And with that, I'm going to close. Thank you for listening to this special live edition of the APS Show. And the protest will start in exactly 20 minutes from now. I just wanted to cover it.